Hello and welcome to this Easter edition of Trendz Travel. I am your host, Nadia Dambuza. Thank you so much for joining us. What is Easter? Well, it's a Christian holiday commemorating the crucifixion and resurrection of Jesus Christ. It is a long weekend and I'm out in the park for this year's pop art anniversary. I have my picnic basket with all Easter goodies. Please enjoy the show. The further easing of lockdown regulations means that South Africans can now enjoy spending time outdoors and still adhere to lockdown health protocols. With COVID-19 on our shores, the way we entertain ourselves has changed. Most people now prefer parks to unwind and relax.
24 Hours in the City is an event where we get a whole bunch of actors together and make something in 24 hours. And we weren't able to do that last year. And as this year got a little bit more weird and wavy, we decided, okay, cool, let's just do it differently. Let's take a different approach. Let's go into public space and see how we can re-meet our audience in a different space.
Putting together a show in 24 hours couldn't have been easy, as it stretches the thinking and team working skills. The show is not stagnant. After the first performance, we got up and went to the next location for a different show by this dynamic duo. A brilliant idea to make full use of this beautiful park. They chose the best costumes to match their stage, the flower garden.
So long has passed before we last saw each other.
We have grown old and grey now.
Yes, those were a long 2 minutes.
Of missing each other.
Yeah. Oh.
It's Johnny.
And a friend.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, Johnny, I'm done.
I'm done.
Whoa.
Well, with our youth in front of us,
Yes.
and behind us,
Yes.
and next to us,
Yes.
and on top of us,
Yes.
we have an entire cosmos to walk together forever!
Oh, walking in the path of love.
In love.
Oh, Johnny.
In the past year, we've had to experiment with all different kinds of performances. A lot of them have been digital performances, so it's really nice to be back in a space where we can hear people respond to our work and to see our audiences again face to face. Of course, safely, but it was really, really good to just feel them in the same space as us. I think it's been great for us as producers, really important for the performers as well to keep our spirits up, and also really great for raising funds for the scholarships.
All the creatives put up a great show. Overall, a lovely day for the entire family.
In the making of this, we were all grouped in twos, so we are like 8 people. And we were tasked to come out with ideas, come up with ideas and devise around the theme. So because we are in Delta Park, the theme was what does the experience of Delta Park feel like, and what is the relationship of the bodies in the space, everything that happens around the park. So our theme was that, and it was so easy to devise work around that. We chose to impersonate dogs, which was a great experience because having to embody that and, just research and just look at, pay attention and observe how dogs behave around each other. It was kind of cool to be able to bring that out and to see how dogs were actually reacting to our actual piece.
So how was that for a treat? Well, when we come back, we'll be taking a look at some fashion. Let's take a short break while I go for an egg hunt. Welcome back. Are you a lover of vintage clothes? Well, Wizard's Vintage Studio in Westcliff, Johannesburg could be what you are looking for to spice up your wardrobe this season. Njabulo visited the studio and got to mix and match a few vintage items. Enjoy.
Autumn is officially in full swing. And what better way of ushering in the season that prepares us for winter than with a sneak peek of what fashion trends would look like this autumn-winter season. We decided to put a twist to it and visited this vintage shop in the historical suburb of Westcliff, north of Johannesburg, where vintage clothes, shoes, and bags are given a second life.
Now in the transition going into winter, you want to look at some key items that can carry you through the winter. So, for instance, we really love this Marianne Fassler skirt that's just come in. This is something you can wear even in summer or going into winter. Just add a pair of knee-high boots or a pair of stockings and you're ready to go. We love combining pattern on pattern, mix and match, and a bit of a clash. That shirt is a Kenzo H&M collection shirt, which is again a collector's item. It's a couple of seasons ago. I love clenching in the waist with a small belt, and I love a little bit of a metallic detail. With that outfit, I would do this vintage jacket. And again, it's another print, but it works. And I think the green with the green, and then all the tweed and the tartans worked really well together. This jacket can also just be worn with a t-shirt underneath, nice pair of ripped jeans and a pair of sneakers. So a very versatile jacket to have over a dress, over a skirt, over a top, casual, and even going into something a bit more formal. So that's our one look. Love this outfit. This is a skirt that was made early 90s by a designer in Joburg. And this design and this cut is just exquisite. It's a thicker fabric, so you've got body. Again, this can be worn summer, but in winter, a solid pair of black leggings or tights, pair of boots. The shirt is a vintage silk shirt with beautiful detail. I love a statement necklace, which just pops and gives the outfit another dimension. With this, I would do a bold jacket or a coat, contrasting but still in the sort of color block style. It works really well. This is a Sport Max jacket. Or I would do a beautiful leather vintage coat, which has also just come in. This is probably about 30 years old, really well looked after, and that would look amazing over that outfit. Then the last one is our going out outfit. This is a cocktail dress that's really strappy, but throwing over, it's not an expensive item, it's not a big label, but throwing over a contrasting sequin jacket over a sequin dress, exquisite, and you can wear it out. Also, again, put on opaque leggings with this, with a pair of heels, you're ready to go. And this is a beautiful vintage handbag that's just come in. So I would say layering and using your summer outfits, your summer items, skirts, jackets, tops, and combining it and layering it with some interesting coats and jackets. Even a long sleeve jersey with a summer skirt works really well. Until you get into the really cold months, then I would suggest a big wool coat over anything.
Vintage never gets out of fashion. Just mix and match a few vintage items with new trendy pieces and you are good to go.
Mkhuze is known for history and wildlife, but some of its plants tell good stories too. I'm told that this tree communicates with others when an animal is feasting on it. When the animal gets to the next tree, it won't be as scrumptious because it would have been told that the animal is coming.
Any medicinal person, they will tell you that umhlabu yalingana is known of being a source of an in-depth knowledge of traditional medicine. So you will find a lot of trees are found here in Mkhuzi. You will also find trees like acacias, Acacia negrescens umkaya, which is mainly browsed by giraffes.
We came on a rainy day for a game drive. When you are in Mkhuzi, you're not advised to get out of the vehicle a lot of the time, but there are marked spots where you can get out of the vehicle, and hopefully you are not in danger of being charged by wild animals. And for those that are here and those that come here, you can see some of the best wild animals that Africa has to offer. The rainy day was a bad move. This is because animals either hide or have many spaces to drink water. But there are plenty of animals here.
You find different animals here: giraffe, wildebeest, zebra. We also have got the big five.
Mkhuzi is now part of Ismangaliso. It used to be called Mkhuzi Game Reserve. Nature conservation and the promotion of ecotourism are important to Ismangaliso.
Our mandate includes conservation and tourism development, as well as social development for communities living around the area. So we are about conservation, but we conserve so that we get people to come here, and those visitors then contribute to the programs that we have for us to carry on preserving what we have here for future generations.
When in Mkhuzi, one can sleep at the only 4-star hotel in the area, Coast Mountain Inn.
We also have the safaris that we do in Mkhuzi and Tluliwi. We got our boat cruises and our scenic drives and cultural drives as well.
An hour's drive down the N2 takes us to where Ismangaliso started. It's the town of St. Lucia, where one can see hippos in the middle of town and hear wild animals roar.
We've been recognized as Ismangaliso Wetland Park as one of the best in the world. In fact, the top 38 destination, must-see destination in the world. We got that accolade from UK, from Independent Travel Magazine. You can come and watch whales, you can also dive, you can watch birds, you can do horse riding.
The best way of seeing some of these animals is on a boat ride.
What's remarkable about this area are the number of hippos. On any one trip, you'll see 150 to 200 hippo. Hippo are a very important part of the ecosystem. They produce a lot of nutrients in the lake, and that attracts crocodiles. There's all sorts of birds and other life associated with the hippo on the lake system.
I'm told that a lot of work happened in the post-apartheid dispensation to fix the environment.
All sorts of strange history things have happened in the past, and currently it's under very good management and growing the park for a healthier ecosystem. They've removed millions of pine trees. The lake system has been rehabilitated to a large extent, and it's encouraged greater numbers of animals, and the tourist has become a very, very popular tourist destination.
If you come to Ismangaliso in Mkhuzi and St. Lucia, know that you will get a relaxed and serene experience.
There's a big lake on the side, and there's a lot of safaris and walking tours.
It's quite nice out here because nature is still preserved. I'm actually impressed.
It's been a great experience, especially for me, for the first time Gibagwi wildlife experience.
But you must play your part in keeping things as clean as they are to preserve the environment.
So where do eggs fit into these Easter holidays, you may ask? Well, eggs in general represent new life, a rebirth, and in this instance represent the resurrection of Jesus Christ. We're taking a short break. The big hole in Kimberley is the largest man-made hole in the whole entire world and also the largest diamond display. Here we get an in-depth knowledge of the history of diamond mining in South Africa. There's different types of diamonds. Let's take a tour of the museum.
Diamonds are a girl's best friend. But truth be told, diamonds capture the hearts of those who love the finer things in life. The Diamond City, or Kimberley, is the right place to start when you want to learn about these timeless rocks. We begin our tour right here at the Big Hole Museum.
The Big Hole, before it becomes the Big Hole, it was a farm called Vooruitzag. It belongs to two brothers, Diederik de Beers and Nicolaas de Beers. The two bought the farm from the government in 1850. Then in 1860, Sir Sergeant Rose came, he bought the farm from the two. Before everything else, 90 million years ago, a volcano came and blasted out of here. On top, it was a copy of a farm called Colesburg. If you look inside the Big Hole, there are holes. Those holes will be the tunnels they went through to dig up to 1,097 meters deep. And that it was in 1892. 1914, everybody left the Big Hole to go to the First World War. When they came back, they found the Big Hole, it was full of water. The water you see, it's an underground water, it's a natural water. Changes color to become green and blue due to the alkaline. If you look towards the side, there are 3 street lights, which will be 1, 2, 3. Those street lights are the first electrical street lights in the atmosphere in Kimberley. London was the second in the world to have a street light from 1882. If anyone wondering, is there still diamonds inside the Big Hole? Yes, there are diamonds inside the Big Hole. Due to the water, they couldn't pump it out. It will be too expensive. Can you all please follow me to go underground?
The underground experience is spine-chilling, giving you a feel of what the miners went through in their quest to find diamonds.
This one here is a drift machine. Now they will take the machine and go right here on the wall. They will put diamonds there. With the sirens, the miners will go out and hide themselves. After the explosive, they will come back, pick up all the rocks, fill up the wheelbarrow. It will be pushed out to go and be crushed. Those miners will be working here for 12 hours a day, from 6 in the morning until 6 in the evening. They will earn only 16 cents per hour.
This area was the best part of the tour.
Welcome to our pre-show. Now inside here we have our 4 C's of our diamond. As you can see, it will be the color, clarity, cut, and carats. Now everybody knows only about the white diamond or colorless diamond. Now as you can see, we have our red, pink, orange, and blue, and the white diamond. And then we have blue, green, brown, and black. Black diamond, they didn't use it much during those years. The reason being, it is one of our hottest gems that you can get in the diamond industry. So they did not have an equipment in order to cut the diamond. But today, the 2 diamonds are the 2 most popular diamonds that you can get when you go to jewelry store. They are the only thing, the black stone. So when you have a black stone, you will be having one of our strongest diamonds that you can get. Now in the olden days, they didn't know how to sell a diamond. Now what they did, they took a carob seed. And this side here, as you can see, it's a carob seed, and this side here, it's a diamond. Now, that carob seed will give you 100 carob seeds, and then give you 100 carat of diamond. It's how they weigh the diamonds in the olden days in order to sell the diamonds.
Outside the museum is the old town of Kimberley, remade to capture the buzz that the diamond rush brought to this town centuries ago.
Thank you so much for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the show as much as we did putting it together. Have a lovely long weekend and don't forget to adhere to all the COVID-19 regulations. Together we can beat this wave. I will see you next week. And lastly, as SABC News legendary Mamno Xolokrod would say, Ndinithanda nonke makhaya.